going on, Mother Truckers? Let's get into these highlights today. First off, big applause for Warner. Texas Supreme Court tosses out $90 million nuclear verdict where a vehicle was losing control on the other side of the highway and then goes through the grass median, crashes to a Warner truck that was going the speed limit, and they were trying to sue Warner for $90 million, and so this is definitely a public announcement for all truck drivers out there and the 9,100 that work for Warner. I never thought that you would hear big names filing for Chapter 11, but they are filing. And the reason why is because it is just so hard right now. Monte Foods began voluntary Chapter 11 proceedings and entered into a restructuring support agreement with a group of its lenders. This is a strategic step forward for Monte Foods CEO Greg Longstreet said in a statement. After a thorough evaluation of all available options, we determined a court-supervised sale process is the most effective way to accelerate our turnaround and create a stronger and enduring Del Monte Foods. So I don't think Del Monte Foods is going anywhere, but that's the situation there. Now, when it comes to their operating side, transportation, how do they operate? Well, they have a company that they call Tricont Trucking that now it's called Tricont Logistics. And when I look up the Safer Score, it looks like they have about 200 truck drivers that work for them and a whole bunch of carriers that they work with third party. So I'm not sure what's happening there because it is a restructure, but Mud Truckers, comment down below if you do work for those companies and let me know what's going on. Mother Truckers, I'm going to be out at the Iowa 80 Truckers Jamboree. It's going to be such a good time. It's coming up soon, and it is on July 10th to July 12th. And let me give you a little bit of insight right here. It says Jamboree features antique truck display, super trucks beauty contests, over 175 exhibits, Iowa pork chop cookout, live country music, Trucker Olympics, fireworks, free admission, free parking, and they say so much more. Come out to Iowa 80, July 10th through the 12th. I'll be out there just filming, getting some of this awesomeness, interviewing truck drivers, and I'm telling you, this is something you don't want to miss. I love this place. I love the people involved, amazing people, and I'll see you guys over there. This is a major one right here for all Warner drivers, and not just Warner drivers, but all truck drivers across America, right? Specifically, Warner has 9,107 truck drivers, and this public announcement is such a relief to the trucking industry because just recently, Texas Supreme Court tosses $90 million nuclear verdict against Warner. If you don't remember what I'm talking about here, we're going to get into this crash, but basically, think about a car that's on the other side of the actual highway, loses control, crashes into a Warner truck where the truck isn't even speeding, and they were going to sue Warner for this. I mean, it was devastating. This was something where Warner lost. That would mean that anytime anything happened and it didn't matter if it's on the same highway going the same direction or not, a truck driver could be liable. So we needed Warner to win this, and thank you, Warner, for doing so. Spending probably millions of dollars to fight this, and this helps all truck drivers. So basically, it says here, a nuclear verdict against Warner Enterprises that shocked the truck industry years ago has been overturned. The case emphasized the need for tort reform across the country. In a 5-3 decision, the Texas Supreme Court reversed a lower court's ruling that held Warner liable for $90 million in personal injury lawsuit. The Texas Supreme Court case stems from a lawsuit filed by the family of Zachary Blake and Brianna Blake. Zachary, who was 7 years old, was killed in the crash with a Warner truck. Brianna, who was 12, was rendered a quadriplegic. In December 2014, the Blakes were traveling east on Interstate 20 in Texas in a pickup truck driven by Zaragoza Trey Salinas. Weather conditions were icy at the time. Salinas lost control of the vehicle, going 50 to 60 miles per hour, basically crossed a grass median, entering the westbound lanes. At the time, Sherez Ali was driving a truck for Warner going west on I-20. He was driving below the speed limit when the pickup truck began to spin. Jack Ackerman, a Warner driver trainer, was also in the truck. According to the brief, Ali reacted in a half-second, hitting the brakes. Even the Blake's expert witness conceded that Ali's reaction was very quick and appropriate to the conditions. In addition to Salinas making statements suggesting guilt and responsibility, Texas Department of Public Safety trooper defended Ali's actions. Trooper Villarreal, a 17-year veteran who investigated the accident, concluded it was truly an accident. Ali didn't do anything wrong. So, at the end of the day, we are just lucky that Warner won this one. I do want to make a disclaimer here. You know, of course, it's very sad what happened to the kids, 100%, okay?
2 Kenworth K100, built by Terry Thompson out of Woodstock, Illinois.
To jack the cab up, you pull a safety pin. And there's the factory cab.
This startup different than any other startup?
It's got an air starter on it, no batteries to actually turn it over. It's all driven by air.
So right here, Mother Truckers, as you can see, here's Randy stealing air. And my man here ain't cheap. It's $4 a minute. Yeah. $4 a minute right here. Look at that.
We might be able to.
We might be able to.
There she is. She's alive.
She's alive. So right now, what's your prediction? How many air starter trucks are there left in the world, you think?
Oh, very rare.
Very rare?
Very rare.
So you ain't selling this girl?
No.